Okay, good morning everyone. Later na lang tali ang kanang nanti kay ang questions kay about sa duha ka speakers man. So after na lang tali sa akin.
Kita mag-menti games ron?
Dili after sa kanang second speaker.
Okay, so it looks like we'll be proceeding to the next guest speaker. Mr. Marciano Bugdas, kindly introduce our second speaker for Day 1 ChemTALK.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Our second speaker is a Nestle Quality Assurance Center chemist at Nestle Philippines, one of the largest food and beverage companies in the country. He responsible for performing analytical tests on raw materials, in-process, and finished product samples in accordance with in-house laboratory instructions and standard operating procedure. Our speaker is a former public information officer and representative of the VSU Chemical Society. He earned his bachelor's degree in chemistry in 2017 at the Visayas State University in Baybay City, Leyte. Right after graduation, he started his professional career as quality control analyst at Interfill Laboratories Incorporated, the largest and the most modern pharmaceutical tool manufacturer in the Philippines. She passed the chemical technician licensure examination in October 2018 and chemist licensure examination in October 2019. 2 years after, at Interlab, he was promoted to quality control section manager in the quality control department. Currently, he is pursuing postgraduate studies in research and development management at the University of the Philippines Open University in Los Baños, Laguna. Let us all welcome our second speaker, Mr. Gerald Villarmino.
Thank you so much, Mark. Luisan, murag na ay manok. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear? Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Mark. Bugta sa introduction. Power kaayon, no? Pak na pak jud ang mga definition. So, let me share my screen na. Wala jud ko nakasagang sa manok. Part siguro to sa introduction. Paano siya? Background effect. Can you see my slides na, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay na. Siyempre mag-content disclaimer sa kay kalig ugma na natas koan sa kulungan. So content disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this presentation or comments in this PowerPoint presentation are those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by Interfill Laboratories and or Nestle Philippines. If you have a complaint about something or find this content is being used incorrectly, please contact the speaker prior to making a copyright claim. Any infringement was not done on purpose and will be rectified to all parties' satisfaction. So before I begin, to our cast dean, Ma'am Loreto, our department head, Ma'am Quevedo, to the faculty and staff of DOPAC, former professors of DOPAC, colleagues, BS Chem and BS AgChem students, and to all the participants, pagbati na magandang umaga. And before I formally start my ChemTalk, gusto ko magpasalamat sa VSU ChemSoc at sa mga bumubuo nitong officers for granting me this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I hope na I get to inspire our chemistry majors as they walk along the path of the quote-unquote modern-day wizards of the society. So this is the chronological timeline of how I ended up today with my career, with all the ups and downs, life moments, the right and wrong decisions, and the gain and loss of life opportunities. So, I graduated from Mayorga National High School, which is a public school at Mayorga Leyte. Back then, my favorite subject was biology. And I do love science except chemistry kasi sobrang daming math and chemical symbols. And I'll be honest, I'm really bad at math. And as far as I remember, the only experiment we conducted in chemistry was dissolving a salt in water to define a saturated, and supersaturated solution. Yun lang ang ginawa namin for the rest of the academic year. Chemistry being an abstract subject, mas ganahan pa kong physics bisag na ay math. And also like the typical high schooler, I'm very active with extracurricular activities like cheer dancing and participating in dance contests. And yun pa lang, sinasabi ko na sa inyo, I'm no special and I'm just like all the other students who just wanted to enjoy school life and free from rules. And since I love biology, I wanted to become a biologist. After I graduated high school, I pursued college at one of the reputable university in Tacloban, Leyte Normal University. Luckily, I passed the entrance exam and interviews and got enrolled with a degree in BS Biology. Unfortunately, I only finished one academic year. On my last semester at LNU, one of our subjects conducted educational tour in VSU. So, VSU, as we all know, is a famous tourist attraction, Green University in Leyte, due to its majestic mountain, pangasugan, and the crystal clear water of the Camotes Sea. Pero ang ostrich gyud ang dili ko kalimutan nga tour. First time ko nakita og ostrich. This tour also captured my heart, and siguro I fell in love with VSU's panoramic and breathtaking views. Now guys, you may ask me, anong nag-shift man ko to BS Chemistry and anong nag-transfer ko to school? I have two major reasons why I needed to shift and transfer school. First, there was this moment when I was bullied in LNU. While I was wearing my lab gown, he was an education major student who told me that pilingon man na sila, uy, suot-suot og lab gown, mayra bag makatrabaho mo dahil nga wala man mo'y board exam. I was only 18 years old that time and I was persuaded that the only way for you to get a decent job is to have a license. And as a future breadwinner, hindi ako pwedeng tumambay or walang trabaho after college. I need to shift a course nga na ay board exam. And since I love science, the only options I got, it's either biology, physics, or chemistry. And among those three, it's only chemistry who has licensure exam. So, bisag di ko ganahan, kaya lagi I hate chemistry, na pugos kog shift for the sake of my family's future. The second reason was more on financial aspect. My uncle who was supporting my educational finances have stopped working abroad, and the Chile scholarship alone was not enough. So wala anay mag-finance na ako unya, mahal pag yun ang tuition sa LNU o cost of living sa boarding house. Thus, I needed to transfer school nga affordable ang tuition and cost of living, and it's none other than VSU, of course. And VSU, being an agricultural school, according to MEETS, pwede na daw magtanom ang students o kaugalingon nga gulay and mga yung bugas sa mga farmer nga mag-harvest within the school. And I don't know if it, it happens. So, it's a life hack kaayo para sa mga student nga kapuspalad. So, I BS Chemistry, ako na siyang gitubag. But how does other people perceives us pursuing this degree? Correct me if I'm wrong, pero maujid ni ang meme and reality check sa mga chemistry majors. Naasan mo na og kabalusad mo mahimong sabon? Lami kaayo tubagon og, are you referring to saponification process? Char lang. So, why did I choose Visayas State University? Simply because this institution provides quality education and it's an internationally renowned university with affordable cost of living. And as I said earlier, it's a university tourist attraction. Now, shifting from BS Biology to BS Chemistry real quick, I became member of the Irregular Student Society. And nagsugod na sad ko as first-year student. So, first-year student part 2 na kay first year sa LNU, then first year na pod sa Visca. Ug sa dihang, the Yolanda struck on November 2013. So niundang ko giskwela for 1 year, kinahanglan ako magbantay sa akong lola and lolo. The difficult part sa pag-undang og giskwela was to overcome your insecurity nga ang imo batchmates kay hapit na makahuman unya ikaw kay nabilin pa. With the pressure also nga dili na nimo mahuman ang college within the regular age time frame. But that is totally fine. We have our own paces of success. Dili porket ni undang ka, you will lose all the opportunities. You need to understand that sacrificing is one of the elements of success. Never ever compare yourself with other people. It will only lead to disappointments. Okay, after a year of academic hiatus, I returned back to school and with new set of classmates. The left picture was with after our class in organic chemistry 3, it's organic spectroscopy with Sir Salas, and Sir Mark and I are holding the banner. It's a 2015 Exemplary Research Award ni Sir Salas. Ang ana jud ka competitive si Sir Salas. And the right picture was our last laboratory class in Organic Chemistry 2. Organic Chemistry 2 back then was more on organic reaction mechanism with Ma'am Beta. I'll never forget this lab experiment. It was a synthesis of cyclohexene. Kay nang hubag jud ang amo mga waet kay lagi dili magsuot og tarong nga PPE. Mao ni ang majors nga pasaway. So huwag tolaran. For me, college life is not complete if you have not tried staying in the university dormitories. Anhigid ko na train to be more independent and develop to the empower ang socializing skills. Also, we have friends sa dorm nga tabangan kag overnight sa thesis, makapamaylo kag kwarta, and makauban sa dimog pangawat og rambutan sa engineering, char lang, taling ma-reporta sa USO. So, 2 years ako nagstay sa Molave and then 1 semester sa Mulberry. So sa mga students karon, I don't know, but if you could recognize familiar faces dira sa pictures. My undergraduate thesis was a river project. Though ganahan gud si ikog unique nga thesis baka ng pang Nobel Prize, pero lagi wala man tay kwarta unya pobre. So adto tas thesis nga free. Though there is no such thing as free nga thesis kay mo gasto jud kag pa-bind og sa mga revisions. I was lucky enough kay naapay vacant river project si Ma'am Abet. And maoto, gi-adapt ko ni Ma'am, she became an advisor. Conducting the thesis, especially water sampling kay perting ka struggle. Musa ka og bukid and musawom sa tubig. And thinking my advisor was not enough. Ay si Ma'am Abet, very generous gud siya from transpo allowance to foods and to overnight sa dopak. Bantayan gud ka and best in support jud si Ma'am 24/7. I know my batchmate could testify on this kay naka-avail po sila sa mga pagkaon ni Ma'am Kibedo. Yaw-yaw mo day, charot. So to, gitawag na mo si Ma'am Abet nga, Mama, pina-Spanish niya pagkasulti. Mama ang tawag naman ni Ma'am Abet. And also, dili mawala atong mga supportive nga batchmates kay magtinabagay gyud mi sa kada tag sa nga thesis aron tanan maka-graduate ug asa ang overnight na ami para mo support provided na ay pagkaon. Na being a product of a broken family, I lived my entire life na depending with my grandparents from elementary to college. But the best part, anong makagraduate na ka, kanang this one's funny kay ang amo jud ani ko amo jud motto ani no, classmates that cheat together graduate together, charot, talikho ng diploma. Pero it was the fulfilling part no, kay after sa kahago for 4 years nakagraduate na gyud. And no, small steps matters. And yeah, as I said earlier, being a product of a broken family, I lived my entire life depending with my grandparents from elementary to college. I promised my lola or nanay I will be able to wear the best OOTD in life. Unfortunately, she passed away month after the Typhoon Yolanda. And my lolo or tatay also passed away year after my nanay left. Even though both of them died before I graduated, I still need to fulfill my promise that I'll take a picture with them wearing the best OOTD in life. And after taking that picture in the right, I really cried hard. It was very tragic for me kaya wala na ako ginikanan, I'm all alone. Though my real mother attended the graduation, there is this void in my heart that only my nanay and tatay could fill in. Now, the very big question after you graduate. What now? Take the boards or find a job? So week before I graduated, I asked Sir Leomar, a BS Chem alumni, about his review materials. I really wanted to take the boards right after the graduation kaya fresh pa ang concept. But I also believe that if dili ko mag-review center, dili good ko makapasar kaya I need realignment of all the chemistry concepts. Kanilaging dili ta academically competitive na agud day doubt sa kaugalingon. Then Sir Leomar advised me to reach out to Ma'am Iya Tulin for an advice in taking the chemistry board exam. Fortunately, bisag no one ra ko sa VSU, gitagad ko ni Ma'am Iya. Feel na ako kay, swerte kaayo ko kay I get the chance to talk with her sa House of the President. Unya, ang iya sa mga advices sa ako resonates and inspires me nga maningkamot jud sa board exam. Ma'am Iya even told me nga President Edu was willing to provide me financial aids to enroll for review center. Pero ako jud ang naulaw kay I feel nga it was overwhelming blessing nga gihatagan sad ko ni Ma'am Iya sa iya review materials with their personalized notes. You can see in this picture. But I feel afraid nga I will not pass the board exam. So I declined the monetary offer. Mura jud ko gwapa no kay mag-decline. So when you take the boards, guys, you need to be confident na you'll pass without a second thought. Pero I'm so thankful, no, even up to today, sa generosity ni Ma'am Iya and her family. And since I was not yet ready to take the boards and the pressure nga I already graduated as the breadwinner, I need to immediately support my family's concerns. So actually, I have applied to different jobs, but it's very hard to choose for the perfect job since I don't have a license that time. So pumasok ako sa interview as QC analyst without experience and without a license. Unya, mag-choosy-choosy pa ka. Siyempre, di na ka mag-choosy, no? Kaya wala na gani kay experience, wala pa kay lisensya. So I accepted the job offer though the salary was small. Pero gibawi rasad sa OT. And working outside your comfort zone, sige, taga-Leyte good ko niya, nigaray sa Laguna para mag-work. It's a challenging role. Zero visibility good ka sa ka magsugod unless na akay backer. As newbies in Laguna, listen man ito og work, information nga naka-customize ang information such as salary, the type of job, its location, and the benefits. But thanks to Job Street, I was able to apply. When I started as QC analyst in a pharmaceutical toll manufacturing company, toll manufacturing kay Interfil no is not famous like Unilab, Pascual. Kay we provide parang kining mga famous nga mga pharmaceutical company like Pfizer, like like Novartis, magpagamaa sila og mga pharmaceutical products sa mga toll manufacturing companies, and Interfil is one of the biggest toll manufacturing companies in the Philippines. Kaya syempre dili enough no ang mga manufacturing sites sa company no to supply the demand sa market. So I have limited ideas on how and what are the responsibilities of a chemist. Sa industrial chem nga subject, I remember sa undergrad, atagan man kag-concept unsay mga ginabuhat sa industries, pero lahi ra gyud ang hands-on. Being my first job, majority of my testing parameters are new to me. The first 2 months, I was assigned in the liquid products testing for in-process, bulk, and finished goods. Basically, the scope of my analysis ranges from organoleptic, pH, viscosity, specific gravity, color reaction, photometric, and basic thin layer chromatography. Now, the amazing part of the mentioned testing was first time ko nakagamit og glass and metal pycnometer. Pycnometer na it's the used in measuring specific gravity. And also, I get to use yung digital viscometer. Yung mga when you try to to quantify the viscosity ng mga propan, viscosity ng mga ibuprofen, ng mga liquids. And I also learned how to calibrate those equipments. Then I was assigned in the dry products testing where I need to perform physical testing of capsules, tablets, or subgel in terms of weight variation. So the diameter, thickness, hardness, disintegration. Disintegration means kanus ang matunaw ang tablets. And variability of how compact the tablet. No? Kay, when it is transported from one area to another, you need to determine na nga dili ma-chirp kanang maibanan ang kuan ang tawag ni structure sa tablet kay syempre mabawasan sad ang potency. Then after 6 months, I was transferred in the dissolution testing. Dissolution apparatus, this one is a dissolution apparatus. It is very unique equipment for all pharmaceutical industry. It serves as a human-like apparatus where it simulates the environment of your stomach. Normally, only sample preparation occurs here. So dissolution testing works in tandems with either UV spectrophotometer, AAS, HPLC, GC, or even the classical titration. I could say it's a hyphenated method since sample prep happens in the dissolution apparatus while the quantitation occurs with other sophisticated instrument. Now this picture here, this is one of my interns, no? Talagang pinapahandle ko ng equipment ng interns kasi I want them to experience, no, how to handle equipments that they cannot handle in the school. So, and then I was trained in gas chromatography and eventually became a qualified analyst. I have approximately 2 years of solid expertise with the use of gas chromatography instruments. And unlike HPLC, GC is commonly used with volatile organic compounds such as alcohol, but there are instances that less volatile compounds are derivatized, no, in order to be quantified using GC. The well-known products that I was able to quantify, the alcohol content are Bactidol. Nauso ang Bactidol na nag-pandemic. So, siguro 200 batches a year yung minanufacture and I like lahat ng alcohol testing noon ako yung gumawa. And also yung Robitussin, Dimetap, and Betadine, just to name some. I was also trained in using HPLC. Having interns, no, is one of my looking forward program sa Interfield kaya I get the chance to train and emerge undergraduate students from UP Manila, UST, Mapua, San Carlos, towards hands-on training sa sophisticated instruments nga halos di sila kagunit during college. When, to be honest, I find happiness sharing my skills and knowledge with them. I feel proud when they learn something new and life hacks sa lab. And syempre, what is work if you don't have supportive and collaborative workmates? Nung pumasok ako sa Interfield, ako ating pinakabata na analyst, no, way back 2017. Some of them are in their 40s, most of them are in their 50s. So, maradyo ko nilag apo. Now, due to chemistry law, being a licensed chemist or licensed chemical technician has become a must for every analyst working in the lab. Kay og dili ipasara jud mo sa PRC Chem. But not to men struggle gyud tong registration no before pandemic dagan kayong tao. And when I do the self-review process, struggle kaayo kay not to mention na I'm working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. kay mandatory ang 12-hour shift sa Interfield. So it makes the self-review process a burden kay di ba? Musud ka sa work nga ngit-ngit pa, muuli ka sa work nga ngit-ngit pa sad niya. Imo na lang i-rest, ituon pag yun nimo. Pero this is the path that I take, diba? So I need to be strong. Now, syempre, hindi tayo consistent when it comes to reviewing. There are times talaga nga kapoy jud magtuon, no? Kay especially nga na dun maka-realize nga ang pait sa industry kay workaholic jud ang mga tao. So, og mag-work lang kag 8 hours no sa interfere kay murag kuan siya mortal sin. So kinahanglan jud ka mag-overtime. So pero I don't know pero the definition of being an effective employee sa mga ubang tao kay you render a lot of OT and it's not good. It's a toxic. To be honest, dili jud ko consistent magtuon sa ato sa review kay mas ganahan ko mag-rest kay kapoy inaguli sa work. I pray hard pero my effort was not enough. I was reminded of Sir Boy statement namo sa una pag inorganic chemistry to nga lecture. Ana si Sir Boy nga dili enough ang musimba ka sa tanang simbahan nga holy and sacred for you to pass the exam. Kinahan lang sad maningkamot ka og tuon. Kay dili jud madag pray ra day. So, failure is not, basta always remember, failure is not permanent. Make it as a stepping stone to try again intelligently. Learn from your mistakes and be better again. Strategize the things that you think you lack during the first attempt. Just an advice, we never fail, we just learn. So the next year, I started with the lessons learned from my previous mistakes and realizing the things that I still need to improve. So yung nag-enroll ako sa Quantum Review Center, it was one of the best decision I made in life. And then, sugod na sa tag-review, but this time, kung sa 2018, I just review only Sundays. Ngayon, nag-leave ako sa trabaho ng 2 buwan para I get the makafocus talaga ako kasi hindi siya enough na every weekends mo lang ginagawa. You need to really devote a time for review kasi 2017 ka graduate tapos 2018 2019 atong brain cells pangitaon pa nito pangitaon pa gyud nato asa na ang mga concepts kay nangawala na. Now my advice to you guys is para sa akin this does not apply to everyone but for me since biochemistry is talaga very, ang daming mga metabolic pathways kailangan mong tandaan. But they should not be memorized according to my review instructor sa biochem. You should parang make it a habit na hindi mo, kasi kapag minememorize mo, once you forget a step on that, the whole process, you almost forget everything. So, one of the best way was yung lagi mo siyang nakikita. So, ayun, nag-effort ako maglagay ng mga metabolic pathways sa wall. Also, you take advantage of the chemistry application sa phone. Okay, in your vacant time, aside from scrolling social media, na ay mga chemistry application that can help you do the review. Also, the law of attraction. Wala pa mo nag-take, you're claiming na yes, I will pass this board exam. Kasi parang it's parang it sets your aura. I know there is an option nga bumagsak, pero just always always think that you can do it. And the taken for granted na review notes for the chemistry licensure exam was the TOS. Readily available to. Kasi before, I thought nga makapasar ko og board exam kung from page to page jug ko maglanlan og mga concepts. And I realized there was a life hack. The TOS was a life hack. Kay ang mga questions sa board exam, anira jud ninyo makita. Na sila yung mga weights, the number of items nga mo appear sa board exam. Then, og imo tan-awon jud ang mga topics within the sa TOS, makita jud nimo nga dili ta ng concept nga present nga sa libro na appeal sa sa TOS. And also I want to thank Sir Mark Tripoli for the review materials nga iya gi-upload sa Philippine Chemistry Board exam page sa FB. It helps me a lot, especially the organic chemistry questionnaires. And syempre yung American Chemical Society and GRE, you always subject yourself every day. Ayaw lang sige kung basa og concept. Subject yourself every day nga magsige kag answer og test questionnaire. Kasi it helps you to to retain mga concepts Kung magsigira kung magsigira kag basa kay passive. So you need to every day jud mag-answer kag at least 100 questions a day. It will train your mind. And then also, for me, the recipes for that's why I pass. Discipline, syempre part yun ang mag-deactivate sa social media, and dedication, Ako jud ako gi wallpaper ang akong bagsak nga grade sa first take na ako sa chem no kay para ma-inspire ko. Then gi wallpaper sad na ako ang mga kung sa kanang registered chemist sa mga wallpaper, and you should learn from your mistakes no, from your sa mga practice test. And then yeah, this one is one of the unforgettable milestone I ever have next after the college graduation. And I really wish na buhay pa yung lola ko and lolo to accompany me in this prestigious event. I dedicate my license with my grandparents. And syempre, sa lahat ng tao na nakatulong sa akin to pass. Kasi dili ba yata academically competitive, we are just diligent and mataas ang pangarap sa buhay. Now, after passing the licensure exam, I was offered to be promoted for the managerial position. So the people around me was once my co-analyst. Now I was given the chance to lead them and create a competitive team. As a manager, you need to coach others. You should listen, question, and challenge them to find their own answers. Because if you tend to provide the solutions to them, it will give them, they will not have the chance to solve it by themselves and become independent. They will be dependent to you. So, and as a leader, you should anticipate violent reactions and objections from your subordinates and be prepared for them, because you can appear to be insensitive sa mga concern ng mga tao mo. You need to attend to the needs of the people, and you should also be able to simplify complex issue into easily understandable na elements. And one of the hot issues sa industry is yung mga ina-approve, na-disapprove ng mga vacation leaves. Kasi kapag wala kang manpower, mas hindi ka makakapag-release ng mga produkto. And then, I really believe that learning is a continuous process. So before becoming part of the Interfields management team, I have first applied for the vacant R&D position. Pero may mga heads talaga na they don't want to lose their potential analyst. Kaya instead of providing me the R&D position, ginawa na lang nila ako manager para nandun pa rin ako sa lab. And about this, na-admit ako sa UPOU, syempre ina-underestimate yung sarili ko kasi hindi naman ako academically competitive pero I was so happy na nakapasok ako sa UP system na hindi na kahit may bagsak ako na grades, may INC, may tres, but still you are worthy of, after all the failure. You just need to have that the fighting spirit na not surrender. And then I resigned from Interfield. No, I resigned from Interfield because of 3 reasons. First, I have a humongous loan. My salary was no longer enough to pay the monthly dues. I can only pay it with my accumulated sick leaves convertible to cash. And second, I was no longer enjoying my job as a section manager due to reorganization or restructuring sa company. Instead of being a manager dun sa testing, I was reassigned sa documentation management, which I think is a boring job. I'm more passionate towards testing, troubleshooting equipment, and managing the people. And third is family problem. So being the breadwinner of a broken family, it was difficult to uplift the economic status of each member if I'm the only one bearing the weight. In short, all of my effort to provide better future was taken for granted. With all this, the pandemic, mental health issues, juggling graduate school, plus working 12 hours a day for 6 days, I resigned. Before I reapplied to Nestle, I had a job offer accepted from NASAT Lab. NASAT Lab is a subsidiary of Sigma Tech where David Tabada is working as a laboratory chemist. Supposedly, workmates kami ni David Tabada ngayon. But if I did not choose Nestle, now what made me choose Nestle, it's because of my family. I could not pursue a professional growth kasi ako ang inaasahan ng family and mga kapatid ko in terms of finances. So parang sila muna bago ako. So I started my career with Nestle last year, December 2021. So 2 months pa lang ako as part of the Nestle Quality Assurance Center or NQAC Chemistry Department. Currently, I'm on a probationary status, so depende sa satisfactory performance ko kung magiging regular employee tayo. And for the record, I have applied in Nestle 4 years ago. Right after I graduated in VSU way back June 2017, my instructor in Chemistry 21 or General Chemistry 2, Ma'am Glennis Anarte, was then part of Nestle Quality Assurance team. Then they have this QA analyst hiring position. Ma'am Glennis asked me to give it a try. And yun yung dahilan no kung bakit ako umalis ng Leyte para mag-apply sana sa Nestle. And fast forward, umutang ako ng pera sa tito ko, to Laguna. And then, the very moment, alam mo yun, haggard ka pa, the very moment na dumating yung bus sa Laguna, that was my first interview. And then, long story short, I passed all the written exam, all the interviews, but I failed in medical exam. So, hindi ako nakapasok sa Nestle. That was when I get another opportunity in Interfield. So, I could say Nestle being my second job today, it was an epic comeback. And I thanks God and the people that helped me to have a second chance for this opportunity. Now, disclaimer alert. This video is intended for educational purposes and all the credits goes to its rightful owner. I'm not in the place or entitled to talk much about how we do in QAC kasi 2 months pa lang ako eh. I'm still on a probationary status. My performance still needs to be evaluated. And above all, Nestle have a strict data security policies and regulations. Kaya I'm not allowed to share with you what I do in the lab at the moment. I have downloaded this video from YouTube. This is a public material and it's readily available for consumers' information. I hope this will give you an insight of what InQAC is. How to play this one. Naririnig nyo naman?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Walay video, sir.
Nakikita nyo ba yung presentation kanina? Narinig nyo ba yung video?
Wala sound lang.
Sound lang. I'm sorry. Siguro I'll play it on... Ano ko ba ito i-play? Wait lang ha. Siguro play na lang the video. I'll go to the Nestle. Ito na lang. I hope. Ito, naririnig nyo na. Nakikita. So, hindi nyo pa rin nakikita, guys. Oh my God.
Wala pa naka-share, sir.
Hindi ako techie when it comes to
Wala
this.
pa Sir Gerald.
Your entire screen, sorry. I was really thinking na nakikita nyo na. So, pardon for the technical error. Um, okay, ulitin ko. 2 minutes lang naman to na video. Okay. Asan na yan? Tapos, ayan.
Na. Wala sound?
Wala pa ring audio, sir.
Oh my gosh.
No audio.
Mark, can you help me how to this one? Share a tab. Okay, I need to go here. Then, stop presenting muna, guys. Share, then a tab. Okay. Tapos, share. How do I click this one? This one. Okay. And then, naka-share a tab na ako. What happened? What happens after here? I'll try to play the video. Can you hear it, guys? If ever, siguro I'll just send it na lang. Pero it's readily available sa YouTube, guys.
Okay, while waiting for Sir Gerald to come back, reminding for you to take a screenshot of yourselves for the day one because it will be needed for the attendance link. It will be sent tomorrow.
Guys, parang nahihirapan ako bumalik dun sa video part. So, I'm sending na lang here the link. It was just 2 minutes, so you can watch it at your own pace. So, ayun lang. So, that ends my presentation.
Quality is about trust. The Quality Assurance Center here in Dublin, Ohio exists because Nestle has a very high level of commitment to quality, focused on customer and consumer safety. We are the center of excellence for analytical expertise for chemistry and microbiology. We finished 2 phases of a 3-phase expansion and renovation. Our role is to be on the leading edge of testing to make sure that the consumer can feel good about Nestle's products.
Sample processing is basically the hub for Nestle Quality Assurance Center. We get all of the boxes from all over the world. We get raw materials, finished products, swabs, environmental waters, soil samples, packaging samples. On average, close to 300 boxes a day to be processed for analyses here to make sure that the food is safe for people to consume. They register into our LIMS system, which then logs the analyses for the lab so they know what to test.
After samples go through sample processing, they either go to compositing for chemistry testing or they'll come in Central Way for microbiology testing. Our general microbiology lab performs over 24 different methods testing for indicator organisms for overall hygiene and quality of the product. Our pathogen lab is an integral part of food safety for Nestle. We test finished products and raw materials to ensure they are free from pathogens such as Salmonella and Listeria. We do this up front to make sure that we can build trust with the consumer and that we don't have to be involved in any sort of recall situations for pathogens.
We have a very large chemistry department. We have testing that ranges from nutritional testing to contaminant testing. We also do authenticity testing to ensure an apple is an apple and an orange is an orange for juice concentrates. Nutritional testing is going to be the things you see on your label. So your fat, your calories, sugar, minerals, vitamins, and then your contaminant testing, so pesticides, mycotoxins, heavy metals, and then we also have some packaging testing that looks at the contaminants in the packaging samples.
Nestle's been around for 150 years, and that's not by accident. That happens because the company understands it's about consumer and customer trust, and a commitment to invest in a laboratory network as extensive and impressive as ours is a testament to that.
Thank you so much, Luis, for assisting sa video presentation. Pero the video itself, yun yung namin, no, actual process dito sa Nestle Cabuyao. So at the moment, I can share much of information because of data privacy, and I still need to earn the trust of Nestle kasi 2 months pa lang ako dito. Thank you, guys.
Okay na, sir.
Okay na.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for that inspiring message. Na-inspire din yung mga aspiring chemists. Diba? So let's give our speakers this morning a round of applause. You may turn on your mic. So since Miss Shanine is not here because she has an urgent thing to attend to, I'll be taking over the program. So may I request Mr. RJ to present the mentees. Mr. RJ. reminding to have your
Because you know
screenshot
I'm all about that bass,
and
about that
certificate
bass.
of
No
attendance for
acid,
the
I'm all
two-day
about that
webinar.
bass, about that bass.
Thank you.
Go acid, I'm all about that bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear, I ain't no science fool. So you got litmus, well I can turn it blue. Make it go boom boom all over the place. When all the H plus meet all the OHs. Pink phenolphthalein